Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we got an exciting video, a pretty crazy one. I'm going to be covering a situation between KingRichard and some motion artists that go by G4K. Now, I didn't know whether or not I should cover this because KingRichard has moved on to Apex Legends and he's not really in the Fortnite scene anymore, but it has really been blowing up lately and a lot of my DMs are telling me to cover it. So today we're going to be breaking down a situation where KingRichard allegedly scammed these motion artists for a ton of work that they did. We have responses from both parties, KingRichard and the motion artists, and I do feel like it's a very sticky situation. KingRichard even broke down on stream and cried because of it, and in this video I'm going to try my best to briefly break it down for all of you. If you're excited for that and you enjoy me bringing you daily content from the Fortnite competitive scene, do me a favor, drop a like on my video and also subscribe for more uploads. And if you want to take it even further and support me more, go ahead and use my code in the item shop, the Fortnite guy, and feel free to tweet it out at me. I love responding to everybody who uses my code. But now without further ado, let's jump into it. Alright, so this all happened when G4 came out with their own video exposing KingRichard for allegedly scamming them and not paying them for the work that they've been doing for a few months. I'll go ahead and play about 1 minute of that to summarize exactly what happened.
In the end of 2018, we've been contacted by this guy for a full rebrand. KingRichard, big streamer, nice budget, a great exposure for us. Oobaba. So we started collecting info about the project. They wanted a lot, but after a few calls, changes and stuff, we ended up with a deal. First of all, we requested 10% in advance and Travis, Aiden and me started working on it. So the project went on and I finally started the motion part. Sub alerts, donation beats, everything showed was approved a few times. But one day the manager of Richard comes out with this cute wall of text that I summarized with this. Nah, we know more like it, we are not gonna pay. We said yes, but it was no. After our try to have a mature and professional conversation, the last reply we got from the actual Richard was, "I don't have time to deal with this type of issue, take care."
Okay, this is interesting. He made a pretty good video here. He explained the situation very well, and he even added comedy into it. And at the end there, it does show KingRichard using his work. But one issue I have here is the fact that he did blur out all of the conversations, so we don't actually know what was said between G4K and KingRichard. So we can't immediately just take G4K's side on this story. We have to look at KingRichards' perspective, and he explained a lot of it on stream, and he even broke down at the end of it all and cried. So to explain his perspective, I'm gonna go ahead and roll a lot of clips from his stream when this all went down.
But once you defame a person's character, you make Reddit posts, you got esports outlets picking it up, you have, fans pitchforking me and calling me a scammer and stuff. Once you start to do that, it changes the whole ball game. So I am not going to pay him at this point. All he had to do was reach out to me, and I'm going to show you guys our last couple of messages. So at this point, I literally can't pay them even if I want to. I honestly want the guy to get paid for his work because I actually like his work, and I don't want him to feel like I scammed him because I didn't scam him. But I lost money out of this thing. I've lost time, 5 months of my time dealing with these guys, and I've lost money. And then now they took it to another level by straight attacking me as a person and attacking my character. That's all I can say. This project was supposed to be done in 4 to 6 weeks. We started this project in December. It's April. That's a 5-month span, them not meeting a deadline. And on top of that, shit wasn't done right. And if they really feel like I'm a scammer, then they should probably just try and take me to court. But they can't take me to court because they know they're in the wrong. So when it comes out and I'm not going to show the DMs or anything because it's just for legal purposes. But if it comes out and they have to show DMs and they have to show the logs and all this type of stuff, it's not gonna be a good look on them.
Alright, so this is also interesting. He says at first that he'll show us some DMs, but eventually says, oh, I'm not going to show him, I'm going to keep him for legal purposes, because he also said if the guy wants to take him to court because he has all the proof he needs. But he also said that this project was beyond delayed. They missed so many deadlines. It was supposed to be done within 4 to 6 weeks, and they started in December. It's now mid-April. That's a long time. And now let's roll some more clips of him talking about how the project was delayed and how he wants them to delete the video for him to rectify the situation.
I'd be willing to talk about it, but they have to do something on their end to rectify the unnecessary damage that they caused towards me before we even move forward with anything. That part before we like move on, because that's kind of messed up. No, I didn't have time to deal with the situation, and I don't have time to deal with it now. I was telling them I didn't have time to deal with figuring out what assets I was going to keep. That was what I didn't have time for before. I'm like, I don't want to figure out what assets I'm going to keep and what assets I'm going to leave. I'm just going to walk away and wash my hands with it. Like, that was where I was at before. I didn't want to deal with that project anymore because it took 5 months to get where it is. I've worked with plenty of like artists before. Like, my emote designer paid like $4,000 for the emotes, right? I love the emotes. I don't have a problem with paying for artwork and stuff when it's what I asked for and it's done properly. I love the emotes that Sakibi did. Come up with an apology and like tell the truth about their side of the story and let people know the full side of it and that I'm not a fucking scammer. Then we could talk moving forward. But until that happens, like, I'm just gonna keep doing what I do and whatever.
So I thought this was it. KingRichard made a decent point here. He said that they took a very long time and that he was willing to work with them if they deleted the video. But then on his stream, it took a very weird and dark twist where he broke down and started blaming his brother for this situation. And I don't know, it was just wild. Let's roll it.
What I was telling you guys before, I sacrifice a lot to try and provide quality entertainment every day and positive vibes every day for y'all. Every day I sacrifice. And I was telling you guys before, I need to start taking more time off so that I can be better. Like, this would have never happened if I didn't allow my brother to manage this project. If I would have managed it from the beginning, it would have been done right from the rip, because they wouldn't have gotten away with a lot of shit that they did. And because I can't personally deal with all the problems that I got going on right now myself, I have to delegate and hand shit off to other people. And it is killing me. It's been killing me for years. And I've been telling you guys, I got to start taking time off. I got to take a day off to take a meeting. I have to take a day off to just try and eat healthier, work out, just like do something for myself. I have to start taking more time off so that I can be better. Because every time I delegate and hand shit off to somebody else, it ends up in a real fucked up situation. And I told my brother, I was like, I don't feel like these guys can do this project. I told him that from the rip. He'll tell you. And I got to start following my instincts and doing what I know is best for me and my family. And with that being said, like, I have to start taking more time off. And I hate that I can't. I hate that I can't take as much time off that I want to. But I have to start really taking time off so that stuff like this doesn't happen. When I'm dealing with artists, like, my brother isn't doing it. Like, I'm getting my vision across. And I just have to really, like, I got to try and be better. But I have never scammed anybody. I will never scam anybody. I'm not that type of person. I care about my family and the people who support me, and I get on every day for you guys, and that's it. And that's that. But I have to start taking more time off so this kind of stuff doesn't happen. This is what I've been dealing with for years. I'm getting burnt out from it. I'm honestly getting burnt out. I can't. I'm getting burnt out to the point where I don't even want to stream because I deal with so much hate for no fucking reason. For no reason did that have to happen, but this is what happens to me. Like, this is regular.
Alright, so as I said, it took kind of a dark twist there. I didn't expect KingRichard to start breaking down, and the fact that he started blaming his brother and deflecting a lot off of him made it seem like maybe he did do something wrong here. But he did double down again at the end there, saying, I am not a scammer, that's not me, I've never scammed anybody, I wouldn't do that. So, you know, I'm willing to believe him. I feel like this is really just a messed up situation, and both parties are unhappy. I think it's just really messy, where G4K probably did take a little bit longer than they should have, and there was miscommunication. KingRichard wasn't involved and he let his brother deal with it. So that alone makes the situation really messy. And then on top of that, KingRichard told them, oh, I'm just not interested in this anymore, and he just moved on, where I feel like he could have handled it more professionally and talked with them, and they could have figured out a solution. But because he gave them, like, you know, the black wall and said, hey, like, we're done talking, this is the end of our communication, G4K felt like they had to take extreme measures, like making that video. But there was light at the end of the tunnel for the situation at one point. G4K did tweet this out after KingRichard's stream, stream. We had a conversation with KingRichard. We're going to solve this privately, so please stop any kind of harassment. The peaceful way is always the best. I'm going to remove the whole thing now. Thanks again for your incredible support. So I thought it was over here, but it wasn't. G4K 2 days later tweeted this out. It's not over, guys. I really wanted to close this without any other stupid public drama, but apparently it's not possible. My only certainty is that I'm no more alone. Respect for artists. And that's where we're at. I honestly don't know what's gonna happen going forward. Maybe they do go to court. I feel like, you know, it doesn't need to come to that. They can find a solution. Both parties up until this point did seem really professional. You know, KingRichard was always a top tier player, always a really good member in the community. I don't think he's gone through any controversy. And then G4K, they've worked with so many big people. They've done great work. It's like, why let this situation tarnish either of you guys? Just figure something out. Pay the guy KingRichard. G4K, apologize for making the video, and that's that. I mean, that's all I think they need to do. We shall see what happens, guys. If you do want to stay updated further on this situation, do not forget to drop a like on my video, subscribe to my channel with post notifications on, and lastly, tonight when the new item shop comes out, guys, be sure to use code TheFortniteGuy and send me a video of you using the code on Twitter, and I will follow you all back if you do send a video. That's going to be it for me, guys. Thank you for watching. I'm out of here. Peace.